Hey everybody, Angelic here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be watching episode 11 of season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm looking at the episode title, The Code, which I told myself I'm going to be more diligent on checking the name of the title before I start these episodes, because the last episode, I noticed too with episode like 6 and 7, episode 8, all those titles were like lines or something that somebody had said in that episode. So I'm going to try to keep up with that. And I'm trying to think of what happened. Last episode we just left off with Alicia and Charlie. It was just a them dedicated episode. We did not see anybody else the entire episode, and it wasn't bad. I don't think it was like, compared to when we did the Nick episode and it was just Nick like the entire time. I felt like that one, there was a lot of it where I only liked the flashbacks of that episode and stuff, where we were learning about his past with, is it Georgia? No. Whatever his girlfriend's name was in the beginning of the season and stuff. So it wasn't bad. It was a good like development for their relationship, to see where they leave off, because Alicia needed to like figure that out. She needed to like fight that and deal with that and confront that emotion that she had with Charlie, and what she really felt that Charlie was like wrong for. I think in her head, the hatred and the anger she felt for like Mel and Mel's brother and everything, I think she was putting that on Charlie, because she's like, you brought them here, you showed them where we were. But like, and even I was giving her a really hard time, but like looking back, and trying to, look at the situation on the outside perspective kind of thing, Charlie is a child. She is a child. And I think Mel's, is it Ennis? Is that how you say his name? I think like when they were with Charlie at least 2 to 3 years, right? This apocalypse has been going on at least 2.5 years, maybe 3. So Charlie sounds like been with them almost since the beginning. So the idea, like, this is what she's adapted to. This is what she's grown to like see as okay, and like not at all morally wrong. And I think that's why with the last episode with Alicia, she was like crying a lot. She was having a mental struggle. She was like suicidal. She was telling Alicia to kill her. I think it was all like an internal thing of like, I think she being with Nick and the people at the stadium probably changed her mindset a little bit alone. And then everything that happened, and then her full on believing Ennis wouldn't do what she said he wouldn't do. Like when she said he wouldn't do that, he wouldn't bring walkers here, he would not overrun you guys like that. Like, no, he would not do that. He's not that bad of a person. She genuinely thought that. You know what I mean? Like, she really thought that about him. So the idea that I'm not giving her that benefit of the doubt, and Alicia isn't either, because it's like, she is a child. And I'm doing a complete 180 of what I said the last like 6 or 7 episodes about that fucking girl. Like, she's had a lot going on, and I think I was so, just like Alicia and Strand and Lucy were. Now I'm seeing it. I was built up on that rage and that anger of what she did to Nick, that I wasn't really looking at the outside perspective of like, she is like a 12, 13-year-old. Maybe she might be a little older. She might be 14. But like, yeah, it's just like, this is what she's grown to be normalized. So I do understand that now with re-looking at this show. As I'm editing these, I'm having, I'm rewatching the show as I'm editing it, and I don't mind rewatching it. I'm getting to know the show better, so that when I go and watch a new episode, I'm like more like well-versed in what's going on and what's happening. So I'm really excited to see what's going on with this episode. So I made something, and it's gonna be, I'm just gonna show you what I fucking made, and this thing is gonna be up until he returns. I have a photo from my wall, and I took the photo down to put the freaking piece of paper in front of it. It's "Where's Mr. Salazar?" And we're gonna have that up in every single video until he comes back. So, with that being said, I think the best thing we do is jump into this episode. Don't forget, I do have Patreon where you can get any of these videos full length and early access down in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll eventually be live in those comment sections. We'll be talking about the nitty gritties. I'm hoping after I finish this show, I'll eventually start the other 2-3 Walking Dead universe series that are out there, and we'll continue with this world because I'm interested to see how it all wraps up and everything. But I think the best thing you can do is get into it. So let's just do it. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh yeah, every time I forget about this damn storm. Every time I forget about this storm. Oh, this must have been after Morgan, when Alicia left Morgan behind, like she said. But Morgan could have followed her if he really wanted to. That's why I wouldn't say he left her behind. She could have followed, or he could have followed. Oh, that's smart. Oh, I've been kind of scared to be sitting there in the dark, though. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, what do you guys feel about storms? Y'all fuck with storms? I feel like a lot of people like storms. People like thunder, lightning, all that shit. I don't fuck with storms. I hate storms. Storms scare me. They've always scared me. Just spooky. Isn't that the box that he made, though? Am I tripping? Who picked up the box and put it in here? I thought it was him that made that box in the beginning of the last episode, or not the last episode, but the episode before that, episode 9. I thought he was the one that made the box. I thought I'm pretty sure he made this. Ooh, protein, peanut butter. Two people in the comments reminded me about Michonne and her stealing his candy bar in Walking Dead, and then him asking her, be like, "Did you steal my candy bar? I could have sworn I had one peanut butter left." That's just too fucking funny. The callback with this is great. I wonder if we're not gonna see Nick's actor anymore. Like if episode 8, if episode 8 will be the last time we saw him. I can't remember if we saw him in episode 9. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't remember for the life of me what happened in episode 9. God, that's such a good weapon. You can get like the hang of that thing. The storm cleared up. I mean, it had cleared up last episode too, but like, it looks like the sun's coming out at least, and like, all the rain dried up. The person must have put themselves in there.
Mississippi.
Ah. Did he just end up there randomly, or did he not realize where he was at in the first place? And of course, I'm terrible where states are at. I literally don't know where anything's at, really, except for like big states and shit. Otherwise, I'm kind of lost where Mississippi is compared to like Virginia and shit like that. It could be neighbors for all I know. I'm really just an airhead with that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is this the...
Anybody here?
Is this the, no, I can't tell if this is the store that John and Naomi were shopping at. I don't think it is, though. It just looks a lot like it. Okay, that's on. Oh, what? Oh, the electricity still works. What? That's cool as fuck. What a find. How? Is it like, is there generators or something in the back?
Is that you, Polar Bear?
Oh, fuck. There's some people, I was just about to say, there's probably people staying here.
Do you copy?
Polar Bear.
Hello.
Who is this?
I think I hitched a ride accidentally.
Oh. I didn't realize the truck was moving.
Which location?
Think it's Mississippi.
Sweet syrup on a short stack. That's farther than I thought. Make yourself at home. You know what we say. Take what you need, leave what you don't.
Hey, who are you?
Okay, maybe he did make the box.
Hello, hey.
Huh. Take what you need, leave what you don't. And it sounds like it's a big group of them, and she asked what location. So there's multiple locations, a different intro. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this. I like the the way they've been doing the intros this season. It's the fucking semi where Morgan was driving or sleeping in while it was taking him to Mississippi. That's like, oh god, the intros have been so good the last couple episodes. Like I've been like when I look at back at my edits and stuff, I talk shit about the intro for so long. So much because it's like a boring, simple one. But they did good this season with it. They did good with it this season. Do you think John's gas station, truck stop place was this? But like maybe nobody was managing it. So that's why he was able to continue to like take stuff? I don't know. Maybe not. It just looks so much like the gas station that Al and Naomi were taking stuff from too. Oh, I bet that's nice to get like a little shot of coffee and you haven't had coffee in forever. Just being in that store with all the lights on, this whole experience is crazy. Does the water work? Can you wash your hands and stuff? It's probably been a while since maybe he's seen himself in the mirror even. I don't know, maybe you see yourself in the mirror more often than I think. Oh, there's a little bit of water. Turn the faucet on, maybe it works. What the fuck? How are they doing this? You just go to the restroom. All right, just give you some privacy, Morgan. Don't want to intrude. Just reading a whole magazine and shit. What is this scene?
I'm not armed.
Get out.
Oh my.
You give me a minute.
I'm so nervous. I thought they would have known Morgan was here.
All my life, people like you been using stalls made for people like me. I never asked the question.
You know what's crazy?
I'm ask it now.
I actually just found out about this, just like last year, which makes me terrible, but it just goes to your privilege of having legs. You don't think about that people that can't walk need that restroom. So now I literally will never use those bathrooms now.
Talk to somebody on the radio.
I talked to somebody on the radio.
You talk to somebody on the radio.
Yes, I talked to somebody on the radio.
You talk.
Can you lower that, please?
Sure can.
It said, take what you need, leave what you don't. I thought that's what all this was here for.
It is. You'll have to excuse my brother.
Okay, so that was her voice, right? Okay. Stevie?
We twins.
What exactly is it you do here?
Family's more than blood.
We pack them, we drive them, we deliver them. When the world went dingo scat, we just kept on doing what we always did.
Wow.
Warehouses, diesel. We've been living on the fringes.
They're out there really helping people.
The road get bumpy, you keep on moving ahead in your truck.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
Linda, lower the damn gun.
I was just thinking that, bro. Well, you've been pointing at it the whole time, and he hasn't tried anything.
And your power.
Solar panel, water pump, and cistern.
There more? More of you? Places like this?
Morgan wants to be a part of this. He wants to help.
How about you tell us, like, where you headed? So we can get you kitted out and on your way.
Heading back east.
That explains why the weather's so nice,
Back
too.
east where?
Virginia, place where people were trying to start over. Build something better.
Shit, we got you 400 miles closer. It saved your ass from the hurricane.
Oh, wait.
Levees broke, roads washed out.
I wonder where Madison and them are at. Exactly.
I have people back there.
They were...
Had.
When?
I lost Benelli, my Bijan Frise. I'm just saying, I know his pain.
I don't suppose I can convince you to drive me back there.
We ain't much without our truck, and I don't think it could make it.
All the same, I'm gonna have to try.
Now there's a bridge. If you're lucky, it's still standing.
There ain't a whole lot of people doing things like this these days.
They look down on us when the soda was
This is true.
But we got a code, and we keeping it alive.
And what is it?
You gotta help people when they need that help. And then you gotta keep your truck moving.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on.
Keep on trucking. I fuck with these two. They're funny. Keep on trucking. I wonder how bad the hurricane was, though, overall in Virginia. So Morgan was in Virginia. That's where The Walking Dead is. He told Alicia a couple episodes ago he, you know, went across the country to get away from what Rick was saying about finding people and finding your group and all that shit, because he felt like he would always be lost, kind of thing. So where was again? I can't remember now. Where Madison and, because they were no longer in LA, they were no longer in Mexico. She said something about previously being in El Paso, but where the stadium was located at exactly, I honestly can't remember. So it makes me wonder. He said like, because they said he got him 400 miles closer to Virginia from where he was at, and they might have said that, and I don't know if I was just not paying attention, if I was talking over it, because I do know I talk a lot. I'm sorry, I be a talker sometimes, but I just got a lot of thoughts. I didn't get the woman's name. Was it Susie, Sarah, something like that? Someone would ask, wasn't it? Did he make it? Or is he like not even close? Probably. If he had to walk over like 400 miles, that would take a long time, no? Is he feeling like conflicted? Huh. Is he going? Is he going? Is he just gonna go for him anyways? Or is he like very conflicted about what he wants to do? Is this like a choice right now? Like, do I go back to Rick and my people? Or do I go back to John and Lucy and Strand and Alicia, who actually probably need me right now? And he's really having an internal conflict right now to decide where he's needed and where his place is in this world.
Sarah. Wendell, you there?
Sarah. Okay, it was Sarah.
It's not Mitch, man. It's Morgan. You know your maps. You really know which roads are clear?
Yeah, why?
That thing works pretty well. Walkie-talkie.
Bridge. It's out. I'm just gonna come back. I thought maybe you could take me to that place I was telling you about.
What about your friends?
Why do you lie about the bridge?
I said the bridge is out and I'm coming back, okay?
Is that to make him feel better about not doing it? You know what I mean? Personally, I would go back to Rick and everything too, if I was Morgan. If I was Morgan, I'd go back to Rick and everybody
Have
too.
a point. You almost clipped that bird.
You almost clipped that bird.
I'm here.
Are they that pacifist?
Truck stop.
We ran into some trouble on our last stop. Meet us on 91, mile marker 64.
Hey, there any other places like this on the way east?
That is the last outpost. And Momo. I'm sorry. I know helping those people meant a lot to you.
Momo. What a cute nickname. He said, stop bringing them up. I'm trying to go without a bad conscience. And both of y'all keep mentioning them. Morgan's gonna go back. Morgan is gonna go back. What's going on? What? Who was kidnapped? Somebody's been kidnapped. Morgan! Go help them. I'm fucking around with my fucking my pencil too much. It looks like they escaped kidnappers. This would be the most scariest thing ever, honestly. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sure Morgan's gonna save him, but oh my god, that's still no! Can you imagine this? Could you imagine? Are they all like tied up?
It's gonna be all right.
How long does it take to run across the goddamn field?
I got food. Water.
We're not gonna ask why he's tied up?
Man, is that
A particularly floral double IPA? Yeah. A-holes who tried to kidnap me
Okay.
threw me into my last case of summer stock.
who tried to kidnap you?
I think I got a good look.
And what did they want?
Recipes.
Recipes for what?
Bombs?
Beer. I brew beer.
That's hilarious. Kidnapping somebody to and forcing them to give you recipes on how to brew and make beer is crazy.
What are you, part of a group?
Just me at my brewery, Augie's Ale. Maybe you heard
Hog's
of it.
ale.
All kinds of very important rules.
You said I don't even know.
I grow hops and
Who you making the beer for?
you got a point to life, or are you looking for one?
Just trying to get back home.
So you got something. Here's what I got. The future. We're gonna infest this planet again. It's what we do. An ice age couldn't knock us out.
Good point.
It's inevitable. So,
Hey, alright. That's a good attitude.
you think I'm nuts, don't you?
Actually, no. I'm going someplace where people are trying to do just that.
Rebuild.
Rebuild. I mean, not
Make beer.
Seriously? Where?
Virginia. I'm meeting up with some folks who are going to give me a lift. You want to come?
Of course, right?
Where are you guys?
And back. Just hitching up the giddy up.
Something bad's gonna happen. They're bad people. They're bad people.
No, I'm not going Lori.
You found him.
What? What happened?
Who does this truck really belong to? What happened to him?
Don't worry about him. We left him by the side of the road.
Wow. And I was talking y'all up.
But we wasn't assholes about it. We left him the box.
You always put him at a marker that ended in 4. Made it real easy to snatch his rig.
Wow.
You can't protect what's yours.
I was talking them up.
You could be helping people.
We could, but the universe gave me a pretty good reason not to.
Y'all ain't shit.
This place, where is it?
The hell does this have to do with me?
I like beer, Jimbo.
It's Jim.
You never tried Jimbo?
Nope.
Dude, it's an awesome variant to your name. I think about it.
Is that the... Is Sarah the mom from Ozark?
Now, I know you want to get there just as much as we do. So tell us where it is.
Am I tripping? I might be tripping.
Start driving towards Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
He got about 1,000 miles to change his mind.
Oh my god, these two! I ain't telling y'all shit! And now he's getting even further away from the rest of the group.
Enough kettles and chillers.
I just realized they're the ones that kidnapped him too for the beer.
This chick said she was a fan of my work. Came to my brewery just to see if there's any stock left, but I can make this work. Tell them where we're going.
You're not serious.
With no competition and water sources going bad like they are, it's a better market for me now than it ever was then.
They kidnapped you.
Right?
was trying to stop him from kidnapping you, and now you want to throw in with him?
To grifters. They'll get on board once they see the profit potential.
Man, you're as bad as they are.
Low-key.
And where we're going, there's got to be some kind of bartering system in place.
Awful.
I'm not taking you people anywhere near there.
I don't blame Morgan at all.
Let me tell you a story. Back when things were the way they were,
Everybody in their stories.
I was about to cash in. I was supposed to be rich. And those dead things stumbling around out there took that away from me. So just let me get it back.
What? You want Morgan to risk everybody he knows and his love, like those people he cares about, for you?
Yeah, I know.
For you to get yours? Come on.
We've turned back time here, mister. History is built on beer.
This guy is something else.
We were nomads. Beer made us settle and become farmers. Egyptians, Sumerians, Babylonians, beer.
I mean, you probably say the same thing about wine.
People who want the world to come back together again, they need beer.
Not more than they need food and water. That's what y'all bitch asses get. Karma, we love when she does her shit. Like I say, we love when Karma does her shit.
We're too heavy. Start unloading.
You're just gonna leave it out here? I guess you could move your truck and then load it back up, I guess, huh?
Thought about it. I'm not giving you the recipe. Probably wouldn't be able to replicate it anyway.
This guy.
If this place turns out to be what he says it is, I think we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
We got a lot to talk about.
You wanna get beer?
All you can drink.
Deal.
Really?
I mean, he wasn't wrong about them. He said, I know what to do to make a deal with them.
Those are hard to come by.
I can't prove you can't get there. What about you, Momo?
I don't like the nickname no more because you're not cool.
You know, the sooner that you tell us.
Bear in the bushes.
A bear?
I don't like this.
Is that what they refer to walkers as? Bears in the bushes? Or was there a bear in the bush? I did not see a fucking bear. Oh my god! Are you serious, dude? All to grab your dumbass wire shit for your brewery to make fucking beer. Fuck, that, oh my god. Jesus Christ, it's sliding down. I would say maybe try jumping over them, but you might break a leg. Y'all aren't even trying to help. Yeah, come on. Bitch.
Man, Jimbo really boned you.
Yeah, fuck you, Jimbo.
You gonna help me or what?
Or what?
You gonna tell us where we're going?
Wow. You a bitch. All three of you guys some assholes. Don't say nothing more.
I-81. Exit 77C.
I'll tell you where we go from there once you get me there.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
You don't.
How do I know you're actually gonna get me off of
Facts.
this thing?
You gotta get us the whole way.
We go about 5 miles, and then we're there. So?
I wonder if he's telling the truth. I don't know. The directions to whether that's Alexandria or the Kingdom.
Who's going first?
I'm not sure.
I've been living in a brewery.
You pushed him down.
I don't do this kind of thing.
It was an accident, but you did it nonetheless.
Sorry, Morgan.
Made it this long without us. Think you got this.
Hey. He can't just turn around and walk away.
I got
Sure we can. You
internal rage right now.
did. The bridge.
We knew it wasn't out. You said you're going to help your friend.
Guess we're not the only ones pretending to be something we're not.
I mean, she's not wrong with that.
Hey!
I hope they get a car accident on the way to where they're going. I said it. I almost didn't say it because I'm like, I don't condone it. No, I condone it. I condone it. Get a car accident. All three of you, get in a car accident. A bad one, too. And not one where they die. One where they're really fucked up and they can't, like, move and shit, but they're still alive and they can feel all of it. That kind of car accident. That might have been the wildest shit I've ever said in this entire show. This angers me. I don't know what, this is just fucked up. You give somebody your word, you're gonna help them. You to force them to tell them where their settlement is and the people they care about are, and you do this shit, fucked up.
You don't have to do this.
They're probably gone now. They're probably
Come back.
75, 100 miles out at this point.
I know you can hear me. You know what? I'm just gonna say.
I'm surprised walkers don't get bored. Like of trying to
I
get
could have crossed that bridge.
to this food and not get to it. I would go somewhere else and try to eat something
On my
else.
way back to Texas right about now, but I'm not.
Texas, is that where they were at?
Had a little bit of time to think about it. I am a coward.
Wow.
I'd help those people back there. I mean, at least I thought I had, but they needed something, and it was something that I could not give them. Didn't think I could.
I mean,
Scared that if I went back, I would just make things worse.
talking about
So,
going back after John and shit and Alicia and all them.
don't you come back. Not for me. I can't ask that. Maybe I can ask you to come back just so I can do the right thing.
Wow. Wow, he's crying.
Hello?
And what's fucked too, his arms are still tied behind his back. So like, that just limits his mobility, his opportunity of like even trying to get out of this at all. And what's fucked, his body will eventually crash. Like when it comes to sleep-wise, it will eventually crash. Oh, what's he gonna do? You can all walk to one side and maybe they'll come to that side. And then run and jump the other way. Ooh! Ooh! Why did you do that, Morgan? Morgan. Damn it, now you lost a shoe. You're gonna jump. You kind of have to, right? You kind of have to. Start running. Don't run up. I would just start running where you can run. I would just start running that way. I would have ran that way and just started running out as fast as I can and just go into the woods. Mile 244. I'm confused. Is that the same box? Ah! Oh, because it has the knife in there. Okay, I see why he's looking at it. Oh my god, Morgan. Oh my god. At least your hands are free, dude. Oh! Alright, Mr. Badass. Okay, that was slick. Damn.
Still listening? Something I want you to know.
You gave him the wrong directions.
What you said about those boxes not doing anybody any good.
It was wrong.
Rotten in the middle of the road.
Yep.
You were wrong.
Yep. That's a crazy ass weapon. He made it back to the bridge. And he's going after his friends. Huh?
There's no exit 77C off I-80.
He did give him wrong directions. In your face, bitch. Where's the beer guy?
How long it take you to figure that out?
Couple 100 miles.
Where's Jim?
He's sleeping one off.
Okay.
See? You didn't need our help.
Fuck you.
I heard you on the walkie last night. You think dragging ass back to Texas really gonna make a difference?
I think the person you stole that truck from didn't know if anybody would find the box that he left on the side of the road. But he left it there anyway. Think he tried. And that's what I'm gonna do.
That is not the woman from Ozark. I was beyond wrong.
Let me pass?
You gonna tell us the right exit?
No.
You still want to go to Virginia? Then you can be my ride. But we're gonna pick up some other people first. Or I just continue on foot, man. And it wouldn't be the first time.
True. Probably won't be the last.
You said to me that the universe gave you a reason not to help. I think it's trying to tell you something different now.
Wow. For real, y'all got trucks full of boxes.
We're gonna pick up some people. And we're gonna turn around and we're gonna take that rig straight back to Virginia.
We're gonna make some stops along the way.
Oh, wow. Maybe collect some more people. Look at her getting emotional about it, I think, too. She's like, damn it, he got a point. Yeah, the universe, you got a bunch of beers and, not beers, box. Look at them. Wow. Like I said, Morgan changing the lives of, Morgan changing the apocalyptic world one soul at a time. One soul at a time. He's changing the apocalyptic world. Like, he's such a good man.
We're heading back to Texas.
Wow, all right. Put a beer in there.
So wherever you are, we'll keep looking.
I can't believe I said that wild ass shit about them getting in a badass car accident like that. That's actually wild that I said that.
On up the road.
Somebody's listening.
Well, Purvis, gonna be going on the road again after all.
Huh? What does that say? What did that say? Leave what you can, take what you need.
It looks like we're going to Texas.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? That's a way to end the episode. What the fuck? Why is she following them? Huh? Why is she following them? And what's with the writing on the face? And look at her face. And she took that walker with her? Like that she's taking that to places with her? Because she said, we're going to Texas. What the fuck? I didn't mean it when I said those people should die in there. Okay, maybe I did mean it. Maybe I did mean it. I don't know. I'm back and forth on it. Really, I am. Because they still did leave Morgan that way. Morgan, though, is crazy. Changing one soul at a time. Good or bad. Changing one soul at a time. That's just crazy. So they're going back to Alicia, John, Strand, and all them. At least then we'll be able to see what the fuck happened with everybody. And what I'm curious, though, is because we do know that Morgan does not, from my understanding, Morgan does not return to Alexandria, the kingdom, Hilltop. Like I don't think Morgan goes back to the Walking Dead world, like at all. I don't think that the show. I could be wrong, but I do not believe the show intertwines any more than this episode, any more than what we have seen in the intertwining. Granted, I did not expect Rick and Jesus and Carol and all that stuff to be in this season from the first episode ever at all. So I could be wrong, and they could have those actors, maybe not like the big ones like Rick and Daryl or anything like that, but they could possibly intertwine maybe some of the characters that leave or we don't see anymore in The Walking Dead, but that aren't dead necessarily. They could always implement them into the show. I'm just interested to see where we go from here with the rest of the season. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know. I feel like we're not gonna see Nick's actor anymore. I feel like whenever we last saw him, which now I'm curious when we last saw him, because oh shit, what I remember we last saw him, it was on episode 9. What happened in episode 9? Nah, I cannot remember what happened in episode 9. Oh, episode 9 was like the aftermath of everything, of like Alicia trying to like overly be like her mom. I'm looking on Netflix right now at the episode 9. It's Alicia overly trying to be like her mom. Lucy kind of like depressed, listening to music and just kind of like drinking, kind of lost. Strand, everybody was very, very like, at least the main gang, like Strand, Lucy, and Alicia, like the main characters for this show, they were very lost. They were like trying to find themselves in that episode and everything. And from what I'm looking at and what I'm fast forwarding really fast, Nick's not in this episode. So the last episode we saw Nick's actor. Oops, nope, I'm not trying to go to the kids section. Oh my god, Netflix, please stop. Last time we saw Nick's actor was episode 8, where Madison, quote unquote, died. Not believing that for a fucking second. I've never had a denial like this for a death ever, but like she just didn't die, you know, one of those things. She just didn't die right there. Denial at its fullest. Day 65. Day 65. Day 65. When is he going to be implemented into the show? When is the my thing with this, and why it's such a like thing that I keep bringing up, which to maybe some people that are watching the reviews, or some people who even watched the Fear the Walking Dead, either maybe didn't care, maybe didn't notice, or maybe didn't even think about it until rewatching it or something like that. But my thing is, Mr. Salazar and Nick were together at the end of season 3. At the end of season 3, Nick blew up the dam. Mr. Salazar grabbed Nick, and they ran off together. So I am very, 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 very curious how they intend to explain where he's been this entire time. You know what I'm saying? We're now going into episode 12 of No Mr. Salazar. 12 episodes. And it would be different if they even mentioned him. But the show, I feel like the show is almost acting like he didn't exist. So I want to know, like, when we're going to see him again. When this show will overall explain where Madison is. Because I am full-heartedly convinced that she didn't die. But if she didn't die, she has to be somewhere else. And she would be out there, I feel like, finding people. So, like, she has to be somewhere where she either, like, got stuck somewhere and couldn't leave where the area that she was at. Or somehow she, like, got out but, like, went a different way than like, everybody else went when they left the stadium. Because she was in there when it got overrun. You know what I'm saying? This season isn't bad. That's not the word I would use for it. Like I said, the season's interesting. I've been enjoying it. I like it. It's just, I could see where people are saying that where the writing was different, where it feels like a different atmosphere, a different show. But I don't think at least right now, I'm not like about it yet, you know what I mean? Because I think they're doing enough with it where I'm like, okay, I'm just interested to see where it goes because I feel like it's eventually going to get wrapped up. But I can feel like the later we go into the episodes, the more it's like you guys are like running out of time to like explain that shit. You know what I mean? Like they're running out of time for it to make sense for the things that they need to explain for the season. You know what I'm saying? And then like when they wrap up this, if they go this whole season without explaining this, where does that go? Where does that lead us to into season 5? You know what I'm saying? And how they expect to continue forward with Morgan, Strand, Lucy, Naomi, June, whatever her name is, and now Charlie. I feel like I forgot somebody. Also, I did my top. I realized when I was doing my video on episode 8 that I did my top 5 or my top characters, and I didn't even mention. Ow, that's the other person. I knew I was missing somebody. Ow. I was talking about my favorite characters and everything, and I didn't even mention Naomi or Al. I do like them, or like I don't hate them or anything. Like I feel like this show overall is not necessarily like when you think about The Walking Dead and you think about Fear the Walking Dead. I feel like Fear the Walking Dead is so different with like what you're seeing with the different people, and The Walking Dead is more of like character driven. Not that it's not story driven, and not that we don't see different shit too, because whether it's the Terminus stuff, whether it's Negan, whether it's fucking the prison, the governor, we definitely see other shit, don't get me wrong, but that show is so character driven that by the time we get to season 11, you're fucking with characters. At least me, I was fucking with characters like Eugene, Abraham, Gabriel, fucking like Sasha. Like there was fucking characters that I like end up being like, that's my fucking guy, that's my bitch. Like there were people that I was fucking with really heavy, and they weren't even like who were supposed to be the main characters. You know what I mean? Like I was liking them. I was liking people like even Rosita. Like there was people that I ended up Ezekiel. Like there's people that I ended up really fucking with as much as people like Rick, Daryl, and Carol and shit like that. And Michonne. Like obviously I love all those people too. Those are the Avi characters, right? Those are the Avi ones you like. But The Walking Dead is so character driven and so well written when it comes to characters that you fuck with all those other people I just listed almost as much. You know what I mean? Compared to the Fear, I don't have that oomph for characters yet, but I'm also only 4 seasons in. But I feel like there isn't a character, like when we were like, that's why I miss Travis. That's why I'll miss Nick when the show continues without him. That's why I get annoyed with this, because it's those characters give me that oomph. Those are the 3 people that gave me that oomph. If that makes sense, the oomph, if you know what I mean when I say the oomph, that the Walking Dead characters give me. And there's not many characters in Fear that I will say give me that feeling. I do get emotional over the characters. I do get attached. I do fuck with them. Like, I fuck with John. I fuck with Morgan. I fuck with, I said John, Morgan. I feel like there was something I'm missing. I fuck with John. I fuck with Morgan. I fuck with Mr. Salazar. I like Lucy. I like Alicia. I don't like Strand. I will always not. I always interesting character. Does he care about Alicia and Lucy and Madison and all stuff? 100%. I'll say that much. He's come a long way with that. He's definitely loyal to these guys now. I just don't like him still, and that's fine. But he's still like an interesting character. But like the rest of them, I still fuck with. I just don't. It's not nearly like. It doesn't even hold a candle to how I feel about characters like Nick, Mr. Salazar, and Travis. Travis was in 2 seasons. He was barely in season 3. So I consider him in 2 full seasons. And I fuck with him way more than like all of the characters that are in the show right now besides Mr. Salazar and Morgan. And that's crazy. I like Travis more than 90% of the main cast in this entire show. And that's why his death hit me so hard. Nick's death, had it been written better, would have punched me in the gut. And that's why I also find myself getting emotional when I rewatch scenes with him, because it's like, I love the kid. And it's sad that he's gone. It really is sad that he's gone. Ophelia, I fucked with Ophelia. She didn't give me the oomph. But I fucked with Ophelia. R.I.P. to a good woman. Madison, she doesn't give me the oomph, but I also feel like she has potential to give me that feeling. I feel like she continues down this path of how she was this season 4. She continues down this righteous path of seeing the error of her ways and how she's been dealing with the apocalypse and how she's let the apocalyptic world affect her. I think she continues to grow from that. She could potentially give me that oomph. But right now, she's just somebody that just is beyond just interesting more than anything. And I hope I make sense when I do these reviews, because I'm one person and I feel like I talk so much for one person. But I just get really into TV shows. I really do. I get into TV shows. I get into movies, but I get into TV shows even more because there's so much more for you to like, more content and more like information for you to like absorb and retain and understand. And me rewatching it while doing these edits and everything, like I'm just really I'm getting all of it and the nitty gritties and how I feel about people, that like when things happen and people make decisions and people do things, like I feel like I understand really why they're doing it. I try to put myself in their shoes. I try to like, at least I do that with a lot of people. Like I try to put myself in their shoes to understand why they're doing what they're doing. And that's why even if I fuck with you and if you're doing immoral things, irrational things that I can't justify, things that if I put myself in my shoes I couldn't imagine doing, I hold you accountable to those actions, even if I like you as a character. That's why Nick, even throughout this season or throughout the show, I've held him accountable time and time and time again. As much as I fucking love the kid, as much as he was my favorite character and all that stuff, or my number, him and Mr. Salazar fight number 1, every fucking episode for the first few seasons was for a reason. But I still held him accountable when he did shitty things, when he did things that I didn't agree with or that I couldn't, like, really understand even when I put myself in his shoes. I couldn't put myself in the understanding of like, I agree with that, I condone that, yes. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just interested. I am interested to see how this show overall ends, how the rest of the season wraps up, and where the characters, like where we really go with these characters, where the story, if we're ever gonna eventually actually find a permanent settlement and we'll find a permanent home, or will we forever be like just jumping from place to place to place to place? Because that's the thing, at least about The Walking Dead, they eventually found their settlements and their homes, and they were able to build and like set a foundation and roots and like grow as a community and people, and they lived there for years. They were able to make those communities last for years. So I only hope that the characters in Fear of the Walking Dead get that opportunity and get that hope of a bright future, like Morgan knows is possible, and that's what he's telling them when he when he's hugging Alicia, taking the gun from her, when she's pointing it at Naomi, and he's telling her, this is not who your mom wanted you to be. That person your mom wanted you to be is still in there. I see it. I know it. I'm not dead. Look at me. If I can do it, you can do it. And I appreciate that shit. And I'm just really interested to see how, I just want them all to experience good things because they deserve it. They do. People like Madison, people like Alicia, people like Nick, they deserve that. Not that Lucy and Strand don't deserve it too, but like Naomi or can I fucking get my names down? Nick and Alicia are just good souls. Travis was a good soul. Jake was a good soul. Like, some people are just good. They're just naturally good. And that's just those people. So that's like, I just like, I love that. So I hope they, at the end of the time, well, by the time the show ends, that they all find a good ending. We already lost so many people from when we first started with, you know what I mean? We lost Ophelia. We lost Mrs. Salazar. We lost fucking Liza. We lost Chris, even though I didn't fuck with Chris. We lost Chris. We fucking lost Travis. We lost Jake. Fucking even Troy's dead. We fucking got, like everybody we're getting, like, we just been developing and getting to know, whether I like them or don't like them. They're just, like, dying. That's one thing I'll say about the Fear. They ain't scared to kill some people off. I will give them that. Whether they write it good or bad, they killing some motherfuckers off. I will say that. They kill off way more people than like The Walking Dead does. But their cast is just so much smaller though too. I think they just missed that opportunity with making the original group possibly one or two more people bigger, and have us get to know, have some people stay, have some people become, like, they're doing that now with like people like Naomi and John and Al. They're finally doing that, but it like took them a couple of like seasons to like really get that, but like how long is that even gonna last? You know what I mean? Jake, Troy, and the autos and all that shit with the farm, that only lasted like fucking what, 10 or 14 episodes, because episode 2 was when we was when we first started joining them and shit. So like what, 15, 14 episodes we were with that group, and now they're like, none of them are even around anymore. So we just like, how long are these people gonna be implemented? Are we gonna get to season 5 and it's gonna be a whole new people? Which is, it's not bad to do that. I don't mind that. But then there's no like oomph and loyalty and like push to see what happens to your favorite characters, or to see what happens to the people you got to know along the way, when it continues to always just be new people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop yapping and let the show tell me what's gonna happen, what's gonna be explained. Whatever. And then by the end of this whole show, by the end of the show, I talk so much. This season 8 episode 12's video is gonna be like an hour long of just me talking about everything, and I'm actually excited for that because I'm just interested to see how they continue the show for 4 more seasons. You know what I mean? Like what they do next, what ideas they come up with next. Because I can only imagine. I would have never expected season 4 to go like this, let alone even fathom what they're gonna do with the remainder of this fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I'm gonna stop laughing right now because I know I'll just keep talking. So don't forget, I know I mentioned in the beginning, but I'll mention it here. Don't forget, I do have Patreon if you want to catch any of these videos full length, early access, and I will be live in the comment sections. We'll talk about the nitty gritties of all these fucking details of the characters, who your favorite was, favorite seasons. We'll be talking about all that shit. I'm really excited to talk about all of it. Really, I am. So until next time, y'all have a good one. Deuces.